Hi everyone, Alex here. It has been a while, I've been super busy with a million things, but let's do it. This is the Ninja Carrier Part 1. So what are we going to do here? We're going to first explore the geometry of the carrier, then we're going to define our goal. What do we want from our carrier? Spoiler alert, we want it to be smart and practical. Then we're going to introduce our modeling approach. We're going to start our family, and as always, how do we start our family? By creating some reference planes. So see you in Revit. Okay, so if you Google CERN 1201 carrier, this is what you get. And this is what I'm going to use for my example. That's a single-handed carrier. I'm going to also do the back-to-back, but I'm going to start with this one because it's easier. So if you download this and load it into a project, you're going to get something like this, right? So you can see this carrier has a pretty complex geometry. So let's study it a little bit. I'm going to do Edit Family, right-click, Edit Family. And then you can see first that this is a face-based family. You can tell by this slab here that it's sitting on top of. You can double check by clicking here on Family Categories and Parameters. And then you'll see that this host is face. By default, this family comes as a plumbing fixture. I think that's a total mistake. So I like to keep it as a pipe fitting. Anyway, if we zoom in, you can see that the family, again, is very complex. If you click in here, for example, you can see that this is a blend, which is some solid that has a starting base different from an ending top, and then at the same time is reducing the distance from the contour. So it's pretty complex. So what I did is I'm going to simplify this, and I want a friendlier behavior. Okay. So the first thing I did was I checked on each one of these solids, and I made sure that each one of them was visible in plan, front, left, and also fine, medium, and coarse. Once I did that, I went to my plan view and I defined a bunch of reference lines that I'm going to use as a template to create my reference planes when I build my own family. I try to use as few planes as possible, but enough planes that it give me the flexibility that I want. Okay. What that means is I have this plane and this plane defining the insertion point of my family. This is probably the most important thing for me. I want this carrier to insert at the intersection of the waste inlet and outlet of the carrier and the waste inlet from the toilet. That's what I want. I want this point. So I define this plane and this plane. Then I'm going to define a plane for the mounting plate exterior. So the toilet's going to be hung here on this side, right? So I want this plane to be defined. This is very important to me. And then the other plane that is extremely important is the exterior of the feet. So it's this plane right here, all right? And then from there, I'm going to build in a little bit and up a little bit for the feet of the carrier, okay? Then I measure a few distances. You can see that I care about the distance from the center plane to the waste outlet, 9.1. The distance from the center plane to the waste inlet, 3.1. The distance from the horizontal center plane to the mounting plate exterior face is 6.6. Then the distance from the center plane to the exterior of the base or the feet. And then I build in a little bit from the feet from here to here, which is 1.9. Then from here to here, which is 0.6. Also from here to here, which is 4.5. And then finally, the depth of the feet, which is going to be from here to here, 4.5. So the width and the depth of the feet are the same, 4.5 and 4.5. Also, I'm going to go to my south elevation. And then I drew this two reference line. And I'll create a plane for the bottom of my support, the bottom of the feet. And then another plane for the top of the support. One of them is at 8 inches and the other one's at 8.8 inches up. Now I'm going to take a screenshot of this and I'm going to use it as a reference. And what I like to do is, as I start drafting my reference planes, I highlight them in my snip so that I keep track of them. And it's very important that you name your plane so you don't get confused. I remind you that if you just want to download the family, you can do so by clicking on the QR code you see on the screen right now. So let's close out of this and let's start with our family. So we go to Families, New. We're going to go into English Imperial, and then we're going to go to Generic Model. We definitely don't want to go with face-based. That's what I'm running away from, right? Let's go with just Generic Model. Click Open. And now I have my two planes by default. This one called Center, Left, Right, and this one called Center, Front, Back. So what I'm going to be doing on the other side of my screen is simply this. So I have this one, and I have this one. Right, so the ones I have solid, I know that I have created already. All right, so I'm good with those. Let's go ahead and do create similar. and I'm gonna pick planes. I'm gonna make sure I lock it, and I'm gonna give this 9.1 inches of offset to this side. And I'm gonna shrink this because if not, I get confused. So I'm gonna get it just to the length that is useful to me, like this. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like that, right? And I'm gonna name this plane waste outlet. I'm gonna get another plane, create similar. I'm picking the plane and giving that offset 2.4, I'm locking. And then this plane is gonna be even smaller because this is just for my vent. So that's good enough for me. I'm gonna call this one vent. I'm gonna do create similar one more time. I'm gonna pick lines, make sure I'm locking. And I'm gonna do 3.1 inches to the back. And I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna shrink this. And I'm gonna call this waste inlet. Now I'm gonna click here, do create similar, then pick planes and measure 6.6 inches. And then I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna name this one faceplate. Now I know for sure that I can shrink this plane here. So let's shrink it a little bit because it's gonna get too confusing. Maybe something like that. And then the vent, I can shrink even more. And then this one, I'm gonna do the same for the inlet that I did for the outlet, something like that. So I'm gonna highlight those planes that I have done on the right screen. And then before this starts getting too confusing, I'm gonna start creating some solids. And all this continues in part 2. So I'll see you there. And let's say you don't have time to create the Ninja Carrier, or you don't feel confident enough to do it on your own, then I have good news for you. If you just want to get it, I ended up creating a single carrier with a horizontal discharge, a single carrier with horizontal discharge and auxiliary inlet, a back-to-back with horizontal discharge, a single with vertical discharge, and a back-to-back with vertical discharge. And what I did is I made the Carrier Ninja package available for you to download by scanning the QR code that you see on screen right now.